Chiefs Kingdom, welcome back to All Chiefed Up. We're back with another podcast for that ass. And today we're talking Travis Kelce, Steve. He got injured in practice. We got an update on him. Let's talk about it.
Before we get the show started, thanks for watching. I know there's a lot of Chiefs content out there. We appreciate you watching All Chiefed Up. Do us a favor and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We're trying to get to 20,000 subscribers before the end of the season. Hit the like button. Mike, let's talk about Travis Kelce and his bum knee. What the heck's going on?
Let's do it, man. Hey, it shocked the world today. Andy Reid come out. Ian Rappaport reported it 6 hours, not 6 hours ago. It's been a long time before that. But Chiefs coach Andy Reid told reporters that star tight end Travis Kelce hyperextended that knee at practice, and his status is uncertain for Thursday night, Steve. So we're already dealing with Chris Jones. Now you've got Travis Kelce dealing with a knee. He's probably not going to play. But we did get an update. Ian Rappaport comes back out 3 hours later, says Chiefs star tight end Travis Kelce's status is in doubt for Thursday's opener. But sources tell me and Tom Pelissero it's not believed to be a long-term injury. They'll wait for swelling to go down and go from there, Steve. So it looks like he hyperextended the knee. Everything come back fine when they tested it, when they put it through the x-rays. He just kind of hyperextended it, stretched a little bit of those tendons. But he got away with a little bit of a scare because this was the same knee that Kelce had to get worked on back when he was a rookie.
Exactly. And once it happens, it's easier to re-injure things like that with a knee. Kelce's not getting any younger, by the way.
No, 33.
And this is another thing, Mike. We talked about in the offseason how the Chiefs might want to free up some money to try to nab D-Hop or do something to just have a proven receiver out there. And what was the common sentiment across Chiefs Kingdom?
Don't need it.
Patrick Mahomes don't need anybody. He's got Travis Kelce. Well, guess what? Travis Kelce's not a freaking Iron Man. He's human. Like, what if he gets hurt? And then week 1, knee injury.
Right.
Same thing for Mahomes. We love Mahomes to death. He's the greatest quarterback to ever play the game. He is also not superhuman as much as he looks like it on the football field. Right. So things can happen. So I think it's got to change the way that you think about this kind of stuff, right? Like, you can't always be skimming by with the bare minimum because you have two really good players because, hey, things happen.
Well, look, we got a update from fantasy doctor Jesse Morse. He said, this is the update. The ACL is intact. Hooray.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a pump for that one. PCL is likely mildly sprained. Additional swelling and bone bruise likely. A week 1 unlikely. Too risky. Week 2 or 3 possible. I've actually got a clip. We'll roll it and let everybody see what Jesse Morse says about it.
Hey guys, Dr. Morse, Fantasy Doctor. So thankfully providing a good update for none other than Travis Kelce, who is unfortunately dealing with a hyperextended knee, which basically means that his knee kind of went like this. We weren't sure if this was the left knee or the right knee. It sounds like it indeed was the left knee, which is the one he had cartilage injuries with about almost 10 years ago to the day. It was 2 days ago. A combination of a bone bruise, which is swelling within the bone, which just takes time to go away. He might have a small little meniscal tear, but not enough to be concerning. And he's probably got some spraining or stretching of some of the ligaments inside of the knee. Probably the ACL, probably the PCL, but a little bit of stretch. We'll think of like an elastic band, and now it's got a little bit more play. There is a good chance he comes back relatively soon. I do not think week 1 is realistic. It's just too risky for his knee. Looking at probably 2 to 3 weeks, I think is a realistic scenario. Week 2 is possible depending on how much damage and inflammation there is.
Steve, week 1, not a possibility. I don't think he should be out there. I don't. He hurt himself today. Let's not risk it long term. Let's just go ahead, run it out without him. Who cares? Next man up, Noah Gray. We've been talking about Noah Gray. This is his time to shine. The Chiefs have been waiting for this. We feel like they bought in, and he is the next Travis Kelce for the Chiefs. It's time for him to put up. This is it. How do you think this is going to affect the game on Thursday?
Of course, there's going to be some effect when your best receiver on the football field's not there. And then you also have Kadarius Toney, who could be on some sort of a pitch count because he's dealing with a meniscus tear and their surgery and all that. So we don't know how much he's going to play either. So, yeah, it muddies the waters a little bit, but the Chiefs are still a good enough offense to beat the Lions without these guys. They just are. If you got Patrick Mahomes out there and then you got guys like MVS who should show out this year, you got guys like Sky Moore who has a chance to go off this year, you got rookies showing up and playing like Rashee Rice and Justin Ross, I think, hey, let's make some more Justin Ross packages to counteract not having Travis Kelce there. How about that?
Right. That's what I said. I think you're going to see Richie James step up. I think you're going to see Noah Gray very capable of stepping up. And I think you're going to see a little Sky Moore. You're going to see a lot more Sky Moore in the slot. I'll get it out in a second.
Some more.
And then also, like you said, I think Justin Ross, I think there'll be some packages there. Do you think Andy and them may decide to call up Bushman from the practice squad and maybe undress one of the wide receivers?
It's a possibility. It wouldn't be out, crazy if they did do that. Do I think it's necessary? No, not really. Unless they're just worried about maybe Blake Bell going down or something and just end up with one tight end, which not the end of the world either way. But the thing about it is, Mike, I don't want to get on doom and gloom. Like we were talking earlier, and it's like, this is the reason why we wanted other guys on the team, just in case things like this happen.
Yeah.
That was just me stating something. We don't need everybody to get their feelings hurt and start hitting the unsubscribe button.
Boy, it's happening.
Because it's going to be a little more positive right now. I think the Chiefs are fine. You don't have Chris Jones on the defense. I still think they're fine. I think they can beat the Lions. The Lions are a young team. They're good, but they're not groundbreaking. Our defense can totally stop them. And then our offense, we can score on them as well. We can score on anybody. I don't care who's on the field and who's not. As long as Patrick Mahomes is there, he can make sure that points get on the board one way or another.
Hey, I get it. Let's not be negative. But if you want to go into the game a little bit, okay, look, for one, this is week 1. My nerves are shot. I'm tired of it. We've already dealt with so much. I don't want to deal with anything else. Between the holdout to the Kelce injury, the Kadarius Toney injury, the first 2 seconds of camp, I'm tired of it. We've had too much. I'm over it. Let this thing just roll a little smoother from here out. But if you want to look at this game and say, look, you're missing Chris Jones. Now you're going to be missing all-world tight end Travis Kelce. You've got Kadarius Toney on a pitch count. You've got Isaiah Pacheco that's coming back off 2 surgeries. He might be on some sort of account or whatever have you. You can look at this game and say, this is an up-and-coming Detroit team, and they're good, and they're going to be there to spoil us on Thursday night. The officials won't do us any favors. We already know that. So if it's close, it's going to be really close. Chiefs do this. I don't think anybody is crazy to assume that this could be a tough game and maybe the Chiefs take an L. It doesn't take your Chiefs card away. I'm seeing way too much arrogance and cockiness in Chiefs Kingdom. You can tell they didn't like the Chiefs before Mahomes because they never went through the struggle, buddy, because all they know is winning. They don't understand what it's like to lose.
No kidding. I don't know, man. Maybe they were there before Mahomes because they sure have that cheap gene in their blood. So maybe there's that. I don't know. But either way, nothing to worry about here for me, Mike. I think it's the same situation as it was before we found out Travis Kelce's likely not playing and before we knew Chris Jones definitely wasn't going to be there for week 1. The key to this game is for the Chiefs to come out ready to play. They have to be ready to go. They cannot come out flat. I don't care if you have Travis Kelce and Chris Jones on the field. I was already saying if they come out flat against the Lions are going to smack them in the mouth. They're playing with nothing to lose. They're an up-and-coming young team. They're on the national spotlight. They can knock off the reigning Super Bowl champions in front of the entire world to start their season off. What better way? What better way to start their season? So they are definitely going to be going for our throat. So the Chiefs have to come out ready, man. It doesn't matter who's there. It's next man up. You said it yourself. Next man up, Noah Gray. Noah Gray's going to do the job. I have full confidence in Noah Gray. I think he's a great tight end. I think he's going to do a lot of things
it's going to be Noah's
coming
out party.
Seen before. I think so too.
Yeah, I'm not concerned with it. I'm just trying to say I've seen a lot of cockiness going around, and people that have actually tried to look at it through realistic lenses are getting bashed.
Nay. No realistic.
You shouldn't do that. Let's
Nothing
not
realistic.
Do that.
No. You have to live in the fantasy land.
Yeah. Live in fantasy land. Here we go.
That time's yours.
Time's yours.
Time is yours, Chiefs Kingdom. We're going to take a look at some of the awesome comments we got on our last video talking about Chris Jones' contract and how Mike Florio and Nick Wright said the same thing. So, Mike, this was very controversial. I didn't know that it was so controversial to explain a contract situation to people.
Me either. Steve, I just want to say, I want to preface this.
I thought we were doing a damn service to everybody.
Look,
don't listen to him and don't listen to him. They're saying the same thing. They're just spinning it the way they want to spin it.
We're just going to explain it to you.
Here's the facts. And then everybody lost their damn
when we explained it, though, people said you took Chris Jones' side.
Look, I ain't taking nobody's side. I ain't taking nobody's side here. Because here's the thing, Mike. I love the Chiefs. Said it yesterday on yesterday's video. I said, hey, I love the Chiefs. It don't matter if Chris Jones is playing for him or not. Don't matter who's playing for him. I'm a Chiefs fan. But I'm also all about a player doing what he's got to do to be happy and to make the money that he needs to make because, hey.
Keep talking, Steve. You're losing subscribers by the second.
I don't care. Hey, unsubscribe if you don't like this. I'm never going to be a company man. I don't care about it. Like that $1 billion freaking organization, I don't blame Chris Jones for trying to get what he can get while he's there contributing to the team. End of story.
Hey, 2 more just unsubbed. People are really sensitive right now. They're super sensitive.
Hey,
they're worse than
put
Florio.
your big boy
by the
pants
way.
on. It's season time.
Worse
baby.
than Florio. Worried about Chris Jones's money. Worried about Clark Hunt and the Chiefs' money too. By the way,
man,
be concerned about that, guys. Be very concerned. Here we go. Let's kick it off. User. We don't have a name, just an M. So I'm just going to call him M from Germany. He says, "I'm watching from Germany. My wife and I enjoy listening to your podcast, Steve." A positive note to kick off the day.
Heck yeah.
You guys are spot on with your comments. Pay the man. Thank you, M from Germany. We appreciate you and your wife watching us. This is going to be one of the only positive comments, if not the only positive comment. And by the way, Steve, before we start,
there were quite a few positive comments, but we're not going to talk about each one.
Before we get to all the negatives, I just want to say thank you. I want to thank you for about 1.5 years ago calling me up and say, "Hey, man, we talked about the Chiefs. Do you want to start a podcast where we can just go spend 24 hours a day researching and trying to explain to people, and then we'll make the video and we'll go through all that, and then everybody can get on there and tell us we're wrong 24/7. It's a very fun thing for the self-esteem and the ego.
You're welcome, and you guys
it's
are
been
welcome.
It's been a great time. It's been a great time, by the way.
No, it really is a great time, Mike. But there's always got to be those people, right, that just know everything. So let's look at a few. What do we got?
Here we go. Gary's a member. Like Gary says, "Mike and Steve, you two are wrong." There it is, Steve. We're wrong. We're just wrong. I'm curious to see what Gary thinks we're wrong about. So let's read. CJ has 1 year left at $19+ million. I think we addressed that, Steve.
Yep.
I think we addressed it. What else? $32 million the next 2 years is AD money. Okay. You don't add 19 and 64, average 27, 3 years. 19 is set. So this is the common misconception everybody's saying, Steve.
I got this one.
What?
Okay. Hey, Gary, you're right. And we were right. How about that? Okay. So we know that Chris Jones is set in for the $19+ million for this season. The extension is for 2 more years. But what Chris Jones is saying, if I'm playing for $19 million in the last year of my contract, on the 2 years of extension, you're going to pay me $32 million for each one. That way, all 3 years get me at $27 million, Steve, which is where I want to be.
I think they understand it. They're just not getting it because they say that he has signed this contract, even though he's outplayed it. Rookies have done this forever. Do you guys remember when Emmitt Smith
not just
set out?
Rookies. Do you not remember what happened the entire offseason with the running backs?
I get it.
How many out there were trying to get more money?
But I'm just
saying.
Their
contracts weren't up.
So, okay, he's owed whatever at $19 million. I totally get it. But we're still reporting what's been said.
Right.
This is the Florio article. That's the article. Let me read this to you. So he's saying that it's just a 2-year extension. Nick Wright reported this is just a 2-year extension. 27.25. Chris wants 2 years, 64. He's leaving out the part because why? Nick Wright's coming at it from the Chiefs' point of view. They're just taking the same math and showing you a different portion of the math to make it look good.
Nick Wright would have unsubscribed yesterday.
Right. Well, check it out. This is what the article is. And let me ask you, Steve, does this mean that the Chiefs are looking at the $19 million as set, or are they trying to do something different? Because this is what is said. Per source of knowledge, and this is the same contract, the Chiefs have offered to replace the $19.5 million that is due to earn in 2023. That right there just said they're looking for a whole new 3-year contract. They're dropping the $19 million.
Yeah, people have this spun backwards. They think that it's Chris Jones that was looking for a whole new contract.
Right.
When really Chris Jones was just saying, hey, extend me 2 years, pay me this much. That way I equal 27 for the 3.
100%. Because look, it says that they were going with $74 million over the next 3 years, which averages to 24.67. Chris Jones is saying, by the way, leave the 19.5. We'll bring it up through my contract extension of 32 per, and we're all going to get to 27 or 28.
And I want to throw a disclaimer.
Why is this so hard to figure out?
Disclaimer before I speak on this. I'm not for Chris Jones. I'm not for the Chiefs on this particular negotiation.
We're just trying to explain what they're talking about.
Right, but I think, if anything, Chris Jones has been, Okay, I understand a lot of people think that Chris Jones is greedy right now and selfish and he's hurting the team, blah, blah, blah. But what if...
More unsubscribe.
What if Chris Jones had said, you know what? I'm not going to play for the $19 million this year no matter what because I want more money. I'll just hold out or whatever. Trade me because I'm not playing for it. But no, he didn't. He said, I'll take the $19 million because I know we have no cap space right now. Zero. Zilch.
Right.
So I'll play for the 19, but then you're going to bring me up in the next 2 years.
And it's going
to average out to between Quinnen Williams and Aaron Donald.
It's just $5 million a year.
Even though I'm arguably as good or better than Aaron Donald at this particular moment.
Hey,
but he didn't do any of that.
You're not going to win the battle. Nobody's going to win the battle.
I'm not battling.
Exactly.
I'm just looking at it from all perspectives. From the Chiefs' perspective, Mike, I'll go ahead and throw that in real quick, even though I'm taking up too much time. They can just pay him the $19 million and then pay him whatever they want. It doesn't make a difference because if Chris holds out, he loses so much money, it equals out anyway.
Right.
So they don't have they have the leverage here. They're not going to blink first.
Right. Me and you have never said that there is a positive thing that comes out of Chris Jones holding out.
No, it's absolutely ridiculous. I think it's dumb. I think that his agents suck. I think that Chris Jones kind of sucks in the situation.
But look.
But I understand where he's coming from for the love of God.
And also, we are reading the news that is being reported, and we're translating it. And we just showed you where it said the Chiefs are going to scrap that. They don't
want to know what it really says. They only want to know what they think it says.
But this is the point that I'm trying to get to. Nobody knows what's going on. I don't have a clue. Steve don't have a clue.
Yeah, all this could be fake.
Nick Wright doesn't know jack crap. He knows what he's told. Mike Florio don't know nothing. They're all being told something by an anonymous source, leaking something or whatever else, probably making half of it up. The only people that know is Chris Jones, probably knows half of it because why? He hired the Katz brothers. They're the ones that know. Andy Reid don't even probably know it all because guess what? Him and Clark Hunt have hired Brett Veach. So Brett Veach and the Katz brothers know exactly what's going on and they know all the numbers and everybody else is just over here fighting over dumb stuff. That's all this is turning out to be.
Pretty much. You know what? Onward. What's the next comment?
Here we go. Flagstaff Chief says, under the salary cap rules, Steve, no team in the NFL can pay 4 or 5 top players what they think they're worth. You can figure out what that means regarding team composition and payroll. So he had me thinking, do the Chiefs have 4 to 5 top players? He said you can't pay 4 to 5 top. But do we even have one top player at our position, Steve?
Besides Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce? Arguably Chris Jones. And that is it.
Look, there's a little thing called average annual value.
I'm sorry. I actually think that Creed Humphrey's number 1 center over Jason Kelce, so we'll give him that too.
He's not paid.
Not paid, but I just mean
this is paid. No, he's saying you can't pay people the top. Not do we have the best at the
right.
position.
Well, I'm looking forward because these are guys we have to pay. That's what I was saying.
Right. So anyway, well, the way it's looking, they're not getting paid. So I went up and I looked up the average annual value of contracts because I want to know what the Chiefs are paying out.
Right.
CJ right now is number 12. His average annual contract at $20 million per. So I know that $19 million is a big number this year, but he took a beating for 3 years prior in the contract extension. And then on top of that, you know what I'm saying? Like there's just nothing there. He's at number 12. That's just, it shows it right there. Charles Omenihu, he's at number 50. He's tied for 50. Where do you think Felix and Karlaftis, they're playing on rookie deals? They're at 112 and 113. Okay, let's keep going because we pay people in Kansas City. Drew Tranquil, brand new, just signed him a nice deal. Nope, it's 82nd in the NFL. Nick Bolton, rookie contract, he's at 109. Willie Gay, that's got to be better, right? 122. Leo Chenal, rookie deal, 131. Justin Reed, okay, they had to pay for over Justin Reed, right? Kinda, but he's still just 31. Trent McDuffie, rookie contract, 89. Josh Williams, rookie contract, 226. L'Jarius Sneed's got to be up there, right? Rookie contract, 282nd. Jalen Watson, 315, Steve. Mike Edwards, he just signed 101. Brian Cook, 165. I've only got a few more, bear with me. Chamari Connor, 215. Okay, that's what we're paying our defense. Chris Jones, the pillar, is number 12, by the way. Was that what it was? Number 12? Number 12. He's the highest paid. So we've got one player in the top 15, and that is Chris Jones at number 12. Congrats to Brett Veach. He's drafted a hell of a team, by the way, to get all of that off of that.
Yeah.
I commend you. But where's the money?
Where's the money, Lebowski?
Oh, the money. The money's on the offensive side, right? Got to be. Patrick Mahomes, baby. He's number 7. He's been passed up by Herbert, Jackson, Hurts, Russell Wilson, and Kyler Murray, by the way. Clyde, 29. Okay, that's a little pricey for Clyde. I'll give you that. Jarrett McKinnon, 57. Pacheco, 104. This one's going to blow your mind. Jawan Taylor at number 6, guys. So a guy that Brett Veach went out and reached for in the offseason that can't run block worth a flip is now sitting at number 6. He's actually the highest paid at the position, I'm pretty sure, besides none other.
Which is just another thing that probably pisses Chris Jones right off.
None other but Kelce. Kelce's at 4. So Kelce's at 4. Tooney is at 8. So he's top 10 on the offense. But other than those 3, you have nothing. You've got Donovan Smith sitting down here at 65. MVS is overpaid, and he's still at 30. MVS is making the same amount of money as Michael Thomas, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Kadarius Toney, 64th. Justin Watson, 94. Rashee Rice, 99. Sky Moore, 100. Richie James, 122. Nick Allegretti, surprisingly, 44th in all of the National Football League. And Trey Smith coming in at 123. Steve, nobody is paid at the top of their position. What's happening? Brett Veach has drafted a heck of a team, but these are all rookie contracts and minimal prove-it deals, and we keep winning Super Bowls. Fine and dandy, I get it. But where's the money? Like, why is there never money to sign nobody?
Well, we have no cap space. Try to figure that one out.
Right. That's what I tried.
That's far, far beyond what I can figure out. But no, that's a great exercise that you just did. I think people can really look at that and be like, hey, Chiefs really don't pay anybody top money. They just don't.
So why not pay a top 10 player in the NFL? That by the way, you've got 2 guys on the offense.
Not by position. All of the NFL top 10 player, Chris Jones, who is going to literally, I could be proved wrong, granted, but I'm willing to say who literally changes your defense, makes them a top 5 to top 10 defense.
We're going to see on Thursday.
As opposed, yeah, and one game ain't going to tell you the whole story.
It's not going to tell you. It's not going to make either side move. If the defense
comes out and looks fine against the freaking Lions, everybody's going to flip. But the truth of the matter is it's the Lions, and it's the first game of the season. So, well, it's yet to be determined. But I'm with you, Mike. I think it's time that you just got to do it sometimes. And Chris Jones is a guy to do it.
To me, it just blows my mind that the majority of your money is going to Joe Tooney,
right.
Nick Allegretti,
which is something we talked about yesterday, Mike. There's people like MVS and Joe Tooney and all these other people that are taking big chunks of the cap space. Why are they completely safe? But God forbid Chris Jones try to get his piece.
Right. I don't get it. Only Chris Jones' money counts to the cap, apparently. Let's move on. Here we go. Novaplex. Here we go, guys. No Chiefs do not bite the bullet. Stand your ground. Let Chris sit for 8 games, take the $8 million hit, and then walk at end of season. It is fair to ask him to play out his contract at $19.5 per year. The Chiefs are the ones rumored to cut that, by the way. We've already proven that. That's the agreement. Then I'm okay paying him 2 years, $56. So he's fine with now paying him whatever. Otherwise, walk him. I'm so done with Chris Jones. I will never change my mind on this. You guys don't get it, and I'm through with you. Good Lord, Nova. This guy is so bent out of shape.
What are we going to do without freaking Nova, Mike?
That's got to be Mike Florio. He's so worried about somebody else's money that he has unhinged himself and decided that this is just one of several that we had today that said that we are just crazy for reading that contract.
What are we going to do without Nova, brother?
I don't know what I'm going to do without Nova, but I will tell you what I will do with Nova. Crossing half court, alley-oop. Boom shakalaka! That's what he gets. Onward. Anson LQ. 32.5 is 32.5. 19.5 is 19.5.
Mathematician.
Anson, daggone, brother.
Son.
Did he pass algebra? I guess.
Hey, Anson might be a GM in the National Football League.
He might be it. Here we go. 19.5 is something you already signed. Cool. We just proved that. Chris Jones said he'll play for it. The Chiefs are the ones that they'll scrap it. So here we go. You have to follow it.
Have to.
You have to.
Have to.
But the Chiefs are saying, nay, we want to do a whole new 3-year deal. 32.5 is new money, which is not signed. Congrats. Thank you. You're right. I won't give you 32.5. That is it. Simple. So don't fool other Chiefs fan. You two are liar.
You two are liar.
Liars and wrong and everything. Why are we liars? We literally just read you the article.
We literally just told everybody exactly what's going on according to those two sources, which match up pretty daggone good. So, I mean, there's a good chance that's what's going on. I think the Katz brothers leaked it. That's what we said.
Again, Steve, excited that you brought me into this, brother. Just getting told I'm a piece of crap every day is amazing.
Hey, you are liar. You are liar.
I'm liar, I guess. I don't know what I lie about, but whatever. I'm going to dunk on this guy because alley-oop.
Boom shakalaka.
That's what he
Get
gets.
out of here.
Peace out, Anson. Robert, here comes Robert to the party, guys.
Robert.
You two are absolutely wrong about some of these players, past and present, concerning their love for this team in Chiefs Kingdom. What in the hell is Robert talking about?
Robert's lost.
Robert just made up something crazy. Robert's in his own world right now. Who knows? He's on peyote.
Stay off the weed.
You two are so wrong about this. We don't even know what we're wrong about. Robert's yet to give us one example. You are really starting to act and sound like delusional Bengals fans. Shout out Steve-O who says wrong about what? Steve-O knows.
Steve-O knows.
Steve-O's dunking on him in the comments. Robert, you need to go see a doctor, brother. Something's wrong. I mean, I don't know who hurt you.
I would comment on that, but I have no idea what in the hell Robert's trying to say.
Robert, shut up.
Elliot.
Mike.
Boom shakalaka. Get out. Here we go. I don't care. If you guys want to unsubscribe because we're just reading you something, unsubscribe. If you don't like that me and Steve give you guys an opinion that you don't agree with even on certain things, go sit in your little echo chamber and see how much you learn in life just listening to people that tell you you're right all the time. Like, come on. There's plenty of other places, okay? There's a lot of guys out here that won't even give you an opinion for Chiefs content, so go talk to them.
Hey, and if you like to watch Mike get really mad at people for saying dumb things, hit that subscribe button. You can watch it more often.
Thanks for subscribing, hitting that bell. See you guys.
Aside from my soul.